very, very close. When you got an audience, it's harder to do. Emptying out what's left in this office. Lads had kind of like thrown a pile of stuff like cardboard and things that we didn't need, but in it was things that we do need, like the overalls that are used for painting, a big novelty cup, the bug traps put in the grain, hard hats are sometimes needed, washers, boiler fuel records, coat hangers, lots of stuff. I'm gonna go through and start on that back room, see what else we need, and then anything that's like rubbish, like cardboard and wood, can go in here, and then it can go on the bonfire. And then I'm going to take the roof off as well. Now some tennis balls, so I can put them in there, stop it catching the pipes. The yard's going to look a bit tidier anyway with that gone. Another box being ticked this morning. Clever, innit? There's like a headboard on the ram. It just picks hold of it and it pivots on the twist locks. Very, very close to the girders. I don't know whether it's because the container's a bit damp because it rained last night from the outside. This one's just not wanting to flow out as well as the rest. I'm going to make a tool for vibrating the container so it flows out a bit better. So I'm going to get the chisel, cut the end of it off and weld it to a link ball or something that's got a bit of momentum. So when it rattles, it'll rattle the whole thing. Or maybe like a big pin maybe. Maybe weld it to that, perhaps. Don't know what this fits, but I'll cut that there, cut that here, weld that to it. And then at least if someone knocks the drill into spinny mode, it's not going to wobble all over the place by mistake. Ta-da! SDS Plus attachment. Loads of weight behind it. John's sweeping up with his steel broom. You got an audience, it's harder to do. Broom over now, he's just chipping some oversize. Watch this anyway. I'll test it, you can hear it in action. That vibrates, you can see. So then it's sticking in the bottom of the box of the container. You just buzz it with that, just blow out. This guy in the gateway, his wife's hit pothole, busted a tyre, so just took it off for him. He's going to come and get a new tyre and I'll stick it back on in a minute, but it looks like he's going to throw it down soon. Next job, take the tins off that roof because they actually should be pretty decent that we can use the back of that shed behind that fertiliser. That's one off, and when I've done that I can just pull this felt off, put in a skip. It's all peeling off anyway. I'm now got rained off, chucking it down so you can see better against the black. As soon as the rain stops I'll get the rest off. Now hopefully if I lift this up it's dry underneath so I can kneel down again without getting wet. Been looking for that for about 10 years. Been put underneath the roof. It's like a time capsule where that was. Someone must have been helping me put them on and it's got buried, screwed in and then lost forever. Maybe 2 more to go. That's why it's here. That plate has been cut off. So it must have been cut off with that, and then the disc and the span have been put on top, and the sheets dropped on and lost. That will make it a bit difficult to lift, to be honest. Now we've not got anything. We'll have to lift it from underneath. Last one. It's 32 foot long, this. This is actually coming off pretty easy. That's good. Plan is telehandler either end, lift it up, back the trailer underneath, drop it on the trailer, and we can pull it out the way, get it into the middle of the yard, and then we can manipulate it then into a better shape when we can get all the way around it. John's just manoeuvring the concrete step out of the way. I'm going to go and get the pallet forks on this. We've got a block of timber each to try and span the floor joists. We're going to go straight lift, back that under, take it away, is the plan. Change of plan, we've realised that we can lift up, both put it in crab steer, crab it over here and then back underneath, so we're not pulling off on an angle and swinging it in. So we're just waiting for James and Clara to come and watch because it's an historic moment. Go on, stand on the weighbridge and we'll take your picture. Historic moment. The viewing platform's ready. We've actually lifted about 6 inches already and it's fine. So we'll just put the Merlots in crab and then pull up over here. This is a bit of a time capsule as well of stuff that's stuck underneath. It's a lid off a spading machine. Gonna try and pick it up diagonals now and back the trailer underneath it. Notice this string on here. Get it off before it wraps around the sensor and pulls it off. We've changed our mind actually. We were going to burn it down the field, but we're going to move it on a different field. And in that way then, we can just drive it straight there on 2 telehandlers like this. And we don't have to go down the road. John says when he moves furniture, he always ends up going backwards. And he's now ended up going backwards because we changed our mind about the trailer. So, off we go.
Does he know? Ollie, the piece of wood under John's has snapped. A piece of wood underneath, James. You're going over that fence bit. All right. Out the way.
John's spreader beam snapped, so he's just putting a pallet underneath now. It kind of fell off again. Fell off halfway down as well. That's his new pallet.
Can we go up there now? I don't want to move if that's...
Video's got a little bit long for today, so it will be continued tomorrow. But I haven't forgot to do the birthdays. Here they are. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Quick to do today's birthdays. We've got Smarty is 60, Emma and Tanya Dooley, happy 6th wedding anniversary. And Max Hayes, find it, fix it, farm it, happy birthday. Everyone on there and anyone else whose birthday is coming up to 105,371.